Hello, and welcome to the newest episode of the Drive Home Podcast. I'm your host, and I want to go home. So, let's do that. So, I had a troubling day at work. It was mostly troubling because a lot of things that could go wrong did go wrong in a way that I was unprepared for. So, long story short, we're getting shipments in for stuff tomorrow, I think. And so we kind of didn't have a lot of stuff today, including one of the most necessary things, I guess, pallets. We kind of didn't have any of those lying around, which makes my job very hard. So all the cardboard boxes in the stores, in grocery stores, get compacted. And when the compactor can't compact anymore, we essentially have like a bale of cardboard. Because it's a baler, it's not a compactor. But anyway, we flip that onto a pallet and we ship it away on the truck that takes it away when it comes. But you need a pallet to do that. So, and we only have one baler. I figure most stores only have one. But anyway, I can't remember if I did this, but if I didn't, I'm going to say it again, just so I can say that I've said it at least once. So, but that's besides the point. Anyway, let's drive this podcast home. So, you know, it's a fair assumption to say that. And I don't know if I have, like, I know I always have some kind of trust issues with stuff, but I think I have, I don't know what to call it. I feel like I get blamed for stuff that I shouldn't get blamed for a lot. And that leads me to believe that I might get in trouble for this even though it wasn't my fault. I informed the right people about it. And there was just a handful of other things that I couldn't do for similar reasons, but I got the job done at the end of the day, and I did the best I could, and I left a note for the maintenance people tomorrow, because I technically work in maintenance. But I'm a glorified janitor, more or less. Anyway, so that's been my day. Now I'm going home so I can play more Monster Hunter Wilds. Speaking of, me and one of my friends beat the main story yesterday. So, well, I say the main story. We beat Chapter 3, and it had the credits roll at the end. So I'm only assuming that's the main story. But wowza, is the main story short, if you know what you're doing. Or play the game. Like, I grinded a bit, and I don't think my friend did as much. And he beat the game in like 25 hours, roughly. I beat mine in like 34 or so. But I've just been grinding a lot more. That's fine. So, you know, there's that issue. But, and I mean, there's more to do. There's sort of like post-game, or whatever, which is Chapter 4, so there's more chapters. But wow, so it's weird. Wilds, to me, feels incredibly easy up until hard mode, or high difficulty. Hard mode? What is it called? High level quests. Up until high level quests, I guess, so far, everything has been relatively smooth sailing. I think I died once during the Ray Dow fight, but other than that, I've been solid, like, the whole time. And to be fair, I didn't know what the weakness of the Ray Dow was. I try not to look stuff up if I don't know it. Oh, I was excited to see that the Odogaron has returned. Though I guess specifically it's the Ebony Odogaron. So I know, I don't know all the monsters that have returned. I haven't, so I did like the first quest after completing the main story, and that was about it so far. So I still have stuff to do. I just haven't done any of it yet. So I'm all psyched for what's to come, but haven't done any of it yet, which should hopefully change tonight. But who knows? I mean, you should. I don't know. I'm just really hyped. So, surprisingly, maybe I don't remember it correctly. I don't think you can make armor for the final boss of the game, or well, the final boss of the first story segment, I guess. I don't know, maybe there's more than one story segment. Seems like there could be, honestly. So, I'm just excited to see where it's going to go from here. I mean, obviously, I got to fight all the monsters again and find some of the new ones. But honestly, I think I might have to go back to the low ranked gameplay for a bit, just to get my weapons up to snuff and armors and such. And this is where I got stuck out in World, because I beat the story for World and I started Iceborne a little bit, but then I was just like, well, if I gotta get my weapons and stuff up to snuff, and I used a bunch of different weapons at the time. Like, I primarily used the Charge Blade, but I also used the Sword and Shield. I dabbled in a little bit with the hammer and what was it? The Buster Sword, the Great Sword, and I kept upgrading a couple other weapon trees as well for other weapons. And that, so doing that and then getting the armors for all the different, because I beat the game, and then my hunter rank rose, or whatever the hunter rank, it rose to like over 100 for some reason. And it had been like, I don't know, maybe like, it was either in like the mid 10s to like, it might have gone up to 30 at some point before that. But that's like the game progression one. So, but, and I don't remember where it like frees you up, but I literally got up to like over 100. I guess because I did so many quests. Because I'd always go for like all the armor sets. Well, not all, but like the specific armor sets that I wanted, I would go for. Or armor pieces. But I'm excited. So apparently high rank armor in Wilds works differently than in World. Which essentially means if you craft high rank armor, you get it as layered armor, and that's like the whole thing. So, and that's really great, honestly. And you basically get like the Hope set of armor for free. I mean, you have to craft it, but it's still like, it's really easy stuff, I guess, to get. So that's nice. And so the Hope armor set's really good anyway. And actually, I think the Hope armor set is unique in a sense, because I think they actually change up some of the skills for the high rank. Because so 3 of the armor pieces have Divine Blessing, I believe. It's the helmet, the arms, and the legs, I believe, or maybe it's the waist. I can't remember but three of the armor pieces. Oh no! Wait, it's not the hat, is it? No, it's the chest piece, the belt, and the legs, I guess. Or would it? Yeah, I guess that. Either way, for some reason, in the high level armor, sorry, so one of the pieces has Divine Blessing 2, and then the armor piece that did have Divine Blessing doesn't, and it has a different skill, if I'm remembering correctly. I can't remember what, but it has something else, I think. And that's interesting to me, at least, because normally the high level armors, the only difference is that they it's about being rainy, but the only difference is that high level armors, I mean, besides the being able to color them and stuff, is that they have additional skills and defensive points and whatnot. Which is different. So I'm curious to see what they'll do, honestly. I'm just really excited, honestly, and I can't wait to play more. I've played with two of my friends separately so far because one of them has social anxiety, even though he's not the other person. But I guess he thinks he'll get along. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge him for whatever. Jeez, it's real foggy. I hope I can actually get home okay. It's raining and it's like really foggy. But I guess I'm fine with rain. I think because I went over in my weather episode. You guys remember that? I think that was an early one. Man, I remember. Oh, I didn't go over this, but I guess the anniversary of this, I think it would have been by now. I think I started it around this time. Or did I? Was it summer? Might have been summer. I'd have to check. And I'm terrible at checking things. Speaking of, I totally blanked. And one of the episodes went up a little bit late because I was busy last Thursday and I forgot that I was going to upload it and I didn't. And today is Wednesday night, so hopefully I remember tonight. But, fingers crossed and such, because I have a terrible memory and I'm hungry and I gotta go home and do a bunch of stuff anyway before I even start to unwind and do any amount of video related things. And I gotta figure out specifically what I'm having for dinner. I have a couple options. And do I want to make a milkshake again? I had a milkshake last night. So my aunt, for my birthday, or not my birthday, for Christmas. It was a belated Christmas because we haven't seen each other in a while. She gave me this Oreo milkshake thing, which is really funny because I had just been eating the Post Malone cookies recently. So they kind of taught me how to make a milkshake, and then you just put 2 Oreos in, basically. It's really the only difference, is that you just put 2 Oreos in, and then you make a normal vanilla milkshake, or whatever. Some amount of milk, some scoops of ice cream, blender. But then also put 2 Oreos in. Anyway, it was a great gift. It came with some glasses and some straws. And it was, I guess, topical in a sense. Because I had been eating a couple of Oreos more recently. Ooh. Somebody done do something wrong. Or they need help. I don't know. You get into a crash or I don't know. Some kind of emergency vehicles checking them out. Hope if they're good people that they're fine. I don't know. I've calmed down a lot more from back when I was mad at my brother. It's not really something in my mind anymore. Though, for some reason I've noticed I've been getting angrier and stuff. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes I get angry. Though it hasn't happened too recently, I guess. Because they've been playing one of the coolest games of now, Monster Hunter Wilds, of course. I've barely touched any other games. I played a little bit of Warframe, but it's just, I mean, I saw the dev stream and I can't wait to play the Echoes of 99, or whatever they're calling it. The Encore. Right. Yes, it was the 1999 Encore, or just Encore, I don't know. Because it adds the infested Nemesis system thing or whatever. And that's exciting. But also it's a new Warframe, a couple new proto frames. And some story and stuff. I'm super excited, which might be hard to tell because of my very monotone voice, but I try and keep it exciting when I can. It's just, I guess the moment to be excited has passed, in a sense. Like, I'm excited for it, but, you know, now I have to wait for it to come out, and, well, you know, it's like saying, I'm super excited to go to your birthday party or something. Like when you're really young and birthday parties are actually cool. You know, and you like, you say you're excited or whatever, but like you're not gonna like scream your head off or anything just because you're excited to go to someone's birthday party or something. I mean, you might if you're really, really young, but I'm gonna see my cousin. My first cousin, I guess. I mean, so, my uncle's son, of course, but cat or some kind of rat. Oh, it's a wet cat, that's why. It's raining. Yeah, but no, I'm gonna see my first ever, I mean, he's been born, he's existed for a while. I think he's in middle school right now. But honestly, I have no idea. I thought he was still in elementary school. I think I get all those parents when they say, like, where have the years gone or whatever. Like, they grow up so fast. But also, I never see the guy, so. But he was my first ever cousin. So, I'm going to see him in a month or two. So that's nice. First time in a while. It's been hard to do family get-togethers since my grandmother on that side of the family died. So, it sucks, but what are you going to do? I'm going to have to end the episode here because I got home. Thank you all for listening to this episode of the Drive Fun Podcast. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, you don't have to. I hope you enjoyed this one, though. And I hope you all have a great next 24 hours. See ya.